Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fallout Roundtable. This is a place where diverse individuals discuss various topics from the Fallout universe. Join us, the conversation has already started.
Welcome to the Fallout Roundtable. I'm your host, Maverick Stone, and today it's just three of us. On my left, I have Jaxxis, and on my right, I have Romer. It's just the guys today. Everyone say hi.
Hi.
Before I pass this on to Romer and he can tell us what we're doing, if you like our crazy nonsense, how about you follow us on Twitter at FalloutRTB, and if you want to leave us an email, go to falloutrtb@gmail.com. We also have a YouTube channel, The Fallout Roundtable. So let me just pass it over to Romer, and he can tell us what we're talking about today. Romer, take it away.
Hi, I am Romer. Welcome to the show. So the topic today is going to be not quite Fallout related, but it's going to be the end of 2022. Is that what? Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Gaming for
2022.
2022.
Gaming for 2022. What did you do for gaming wise in 2022? Let's see. So basically, yeah, we're going to talk about, our favorites of what we did, of what we played. There's a bonus question in there somewhere. But anyway, so I'll start it off. I mean, it's not a huge list. I started out with Elden Ring. Despised Elden Ring with all Souls type games and stuff like that.
Why'd you despise it?
I did. I honestly did. I was like, oh, as soon as I found out Elden Ring was a Souls game, I was like, I don't want to have anything to do with it. And I watched somebody play it, and my curiosity was piqued, and I got it, and I was hooked. I actually enjoyed it. I had fun. I got murdered a lot, but it was fun. It was fun. And then I ended up upgrading my system to the good old PS5. Found my grubby little hands on one and played. Was it Astro's Play Place? It's the demo that comes with the PlayStation 5. Sure, it was really fun. Played that, and then I played Horizon Forbidden West, and a lot of Fallout 4, and a little bit of 76, and a little bit of New Vegas thrown in there. And then I am ending the year playing God of War Ragnarok, which I am seriously loving.
Well, what is there about, like, all right, so you're playing Ragnarok. What do you like about Ragnarok?
What do I like about Ragnarok? Oh, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's the game about? I mean, what kind of game is it?
It's an adventure exploring, beat the crap out of things type game. Have you never played, Greg? Any of the God of War games?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. It follows the main characters, which is Kratos and his son Atreides. Yes,
Which is
Atreides.
the guy you keep saying I look like.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, with the beard, and stuff like that, Kratos and stuff like that. But,
Okay.
there's a lot. I mean, there's 4 or 5 games before this God of War, there was God of War.
Yeah, I know there's a
And then-
huge franchise.
So
I heard it's one of the better God of Wars that's out there right now.
it's so good, and there's a lot of interaction between Kratos and his son, and I find myself getting very emotional about it too, because they actually do a pretty good job, and it makes me think of me being a dad. I'm just like, I miss my kids.
It pulls on your feels, huh?
Oh, it does hard.
It tugs on them heartstrings.
But it's a lot of fun. There's a lot to do, and I tend to get into the games that take me a while to play, and I have very little time to play them. So yeah, that's the extent of what I played this year. Not a lot. I mean, I take that back. I did play a lot of Hearthstone. I play a lot of Hearthstone on my phone. So
I enjoy that game. It's a lot of fun.
It's a pretty fun game. It's one of those underrated games, really.
Yeah. So for anybody that doesn't know what Hearthstone is actually a card game, and it's kind of where you got each card gives you different categories. It'll give you amount of health and amount of attack prowess, and then there's like aligning like spells and things like that. That it'll you play this card and it'll double your card, or you lay this card and it'll pull a spell from your deck and it'll add 2 points to it or whatever, that kind of stuff. So it's a cool little card game if you like playing card games. That one's really cool. And then I played a game called Lost Ark for a while. And that one game was kind of cool. It's an Odyssey.
It's the dinosaur game, right?
No. Lost Ark is you go on this Odyssey. Lost Ark it's a big old vast vibrant world. It's almost kind of like a World of Warcrafty kind of looking place, like with the magic users and stuff like that. And it's like World of Warcraft meets Diablo, because it's got that top down element of like Diablo 3 has, you know what I mean?
I know how exactly.
Yeah. So
I played some Diablo in my time.
It's a good action combat. It's free to play. You can download it right now. Go to Steam or whatever. You can go download it, and you can team up and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I had fun playing it. That was one of the games I had tried out. And everybody, of course, anybody that knows me knows I play a lot of 7 Days to Die, which is not necessarily.
You play a crap ton of 7 Days.
Well, I mastered the art of killing zombies. I can do that very, very well.
It was a zombie game?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a zombie game.
Yeah, I played it.
So 7 Days to Die is like an expansive, like open world environment where you can kind of build your house kind of wherever you want to. You can actually even take over other buildings. And what you can do is every 7 days, they have what's called a blood moon. During that blood moon, a bunch of zombies will attack you at night from, I think, 2200 hours until 4 a.m. And you are blitzed with zombies, just constant. And during that period of time, if you're not prepared for that, you will get wiped out and killed a lot. And it doesn't care if you're level 1. You got to figure it out. And so you come up with different ways of figuring out how to stay alive. You can read books that'll give you abilities so that you can build better stuff, or you can upgrade your skill sets. You can take missions from the traders in town. Yeah, and it's travel. There's different biomes. Like you can go from snow to, the desert, to the wasteland, to the forest. So you have a lot of different areas that you can go through. It's a pretty expansive game, and I enjoy it because I can hang out with my friends and we can kill zombies while I chill out and do nothing but repair stuff and not fire a single shot because I'm that good. That was one of the other games that I tried, and then I did spend a little bit of time on Albion. Have you tried that yet?
I've heard of it. I've never tried it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah. Actually, it was something robots kind of turned me on to. It's all right. It's kind of like a World of Warcraft kind of environment, expansive world. It didn't really capture me to where I played a lot of it, so I can't speak on too much of the gameplay. But it was interesting enough where it did pull me in. Might be worth checking out. And of course, there's always Fallout 76. I, play a lot of Fallout 76. Mainly I play as an RP player, but this year in Fallout, there was a lot of different things that came along. And one of those things is the Nuka World thing. And I haven't tried it yet, but from what I understand, we should probably be doing an episode about Fallout soon. And I think Sassy Lady will have a lot to say about Nuka World. It's kind of like a throwback to the old Nuka World thing, but in this one, it's kind of like a big old, like a circus kind of thing. You can show up and they got different vendors, and you can go to the vendors and they have different tasks, and there's like 3 events in there, and it seems pretty interesting. So I always got to tie something back into Fallout, of course.
Always.
So, yeah, there's just so that's our next new thing. Yes, there was the pit, which to me was the pits, but that's just my
It
version of it.
wasn't good to some people.
Well, but it did have some cool stuff. Like a lot of people are clamoring to get their hands on some of the weapons in that, and some people really enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it so much, but that's just because I wanted more. And that's just my problem because I always want more. What about you, Mav? Did you play any new games?
Oh yeah, I played some new games this year. Starting with I finally got a game called Stormworks. It's a game. It's a building sandbox game where it's basically a search and rescue Coast Guard type of game. Where you can build your own boats, aircraft, helicopters also. Sorry, I had a big old brain fart right there. It's a big map, big expansive map. There's like a tundra, there's desert, it's really fun to play, to be honest. It really is, but you gotta know what you're doing.
So somebody was telling me that there's a truckers game out there that a lot of people are playing, and I'm just curious because you guys are both truckers.
No.
I'm thinking to myself, the last thing a trucker wants to do when he gets done driving is pretend to drive.
No. Romer and I, no.
I had to ask because I was like, I was talking to my friends because they're like admins in like 7 days or whatever, and they're in there, and I'm like, what are you guys playing? And they go, oh, we're playing this truckers game. You just pick up a load and you take it and you check it from point A to point
Sounds
B.
like work.
And I'm like, I don't think that would be very interesting for those people who actually drive a truck.
It just sounds like my job, to be honest.
Well, and then I started thinking, I'm like, well, do soldiers like to play military games? And
I feel like they would want to play Arma, but
you would think, but at the same time, that's like going to work, and like, if your job was like a profession, like a pro fisherman, would you want to play a fishing game?
I mean, it depends if it's like a motion activated fishing game.
I don't know.
If it's like for military, if it's like like the VR headsets, the controllers and stuff like that, I could see them doing it just to sharpen skills and stuff.
So what game really captured your guys' attention in 2022?
Probably Ace Combat 7.
What's Ace Combat 7?
Ace Combat 7 is a fighter jet flying game. As people know, I like to fly. I cannot fly, but I like to fly fighter jets like in game. It's basically an arcade fighter jet game, to be honest. That's pretty much all it is.
It's a flight sim.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But it's like dulled down for it's not like aircraft simulator or whatever.
It's not too crazy where it's like
no.
You can get in there, and if you have no idea what you're doing, you can kind of get going.
Oh yeah.
Now, are you talking what we played or what we're looking forward to? I mean,
I could tell you what I'm looking forward to.
Like also. Just stuff that you like, because I'm like sitting here thinking, like a lot of the games I play are old.
Old games are fun.
Well,
some of those
I'm just now messing around with Rust. Like
Rust, I haven't played it, but I've seen people do like those funny moments and everything.
Yeah, and that game
can get fun.
I just purchased Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh, I love Inquisition. It's so good.
Yeah. So have you played it?
Oh yeah. Finish it. It was a great game. Amazing game. Yeah. Loved it.
Okay.
I've heard of it, but I've never played it.
So I love the Dragon Age game. It's funny. All three of the Dragon Age games were different from the other ones. The first one, the second one, the second one was more actiony versus the first one, and the second one didn't go over that well. But matter of fact, I played it, I slogged through it, and I literally was at the end of the game, and something fell and hit my 360 and scratched the disc, and I didn't want to spend the extra.
Dun.
I tried getting the I tried getting the scratch fixed, couldn't do it, and I just couldn't bring myself to drop $20 or $30 for a new discs, and I was just like, never finished it.
Yeah,
But it was just,
I think I've been
But
there and done that.
Inquisition is
I feel like we've all
phenomenally
been there,
better.
done that.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Inquisition was really good, really good. I was very impressed with that game.
Well, see,
had
I
lot
bought a
fun
bunch
with
of games on Steam because they were all on sale.
it. Oh yeah.
Oh, you got
So-
you went with that bundle.
I went all
Bundle
kinds of
life.
bundles. Yeah. Oh yeah. I got Raft. I got Rust. And then I got Valheim. I got Valheim for like $14. So, and then I have a buddy who's got a server. So I was like, ooh, I can check it out on his server. And Valheim's pretty cool, man. It's got different biomes and it's like big, huge game. I didn't realize how huge it was. But like, I just thought it was interesting because you can go all over the place and build stuff.
And
I
you guys
have-
play Ark?
Haven't tried that
Survive.
yet. Haven't tried that one yet.
I still have
It's a pretty good
games
game.
that I've purchased on Steam sale that I haven't even played.
Well, that's where I'm
ago,
at.
years and years and years ago.
I just got Mass Effect's Andromeda Deluxe Edition.
Oh, you're in for a treat, my friend.
Andromeda.
You are in for a treat.
A lot
That
of
is
people
a great game.
really, because I thought people poo-pooed on Andromeda.
Oh yeah.
I'm in the minority though.
I've got all the other
I'm
ones.
I'm in the minority for Call of Duty Ghosts. I loved Ghosts.
See,
Ghosts was a fun game.
I always go back to Black Ops 2 for some reason. I think it's just the online play was fun for me.
Black Ops 2 was really fun. I will not lie about that. That was a fun.
What
Black
will
Ops
you
game.
lie about?
I will never tell you because if I do,
Uh,
bad things may come.
Oh jeez. I mean, I guess I've been looking forward to God of War Ragnarok,
Mhm.
but after finally playing, I'll take that back. Ragnarok and Forbidden West, obviously, yeah, I enjoyed the first one. Can't even think. Horizon Zero Dawn. I really enjoyed that one.
So tell me a little bit about that game because I don't
Yeah,
know.
tell
So-
me
about-
too because I've heard about
It
it.
takes place. It basically takes place in the far, 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 far future, and basically it's a great catastrophe happens, and we're all thrown back into the Stone Age. Actually, probably earlier than Stone. No, not during, not Stone Age. Because there's
Medieval?
basically robot animals running around and stuff, and people are now in tribes, and they're surviving, and it follows around. It centers around the main character, Aloy, and there's it's can't really say much about it because you don't want to spoil it too much, and I do know that
Spoils.
it's on PC, so there's a chance you guys might play it.
Hmm.
So, but it's really good. It's very combat oriented, exploring and stuff like that. That's it, exploring for whatever reason. I love that in the game. I'm the kind of person who is like, okay, this is my mission that I'm going to accomplish. Ooh, what's that over there? Let's go check it out. And 4 hours later and 500 different things later, it's like, oh yeah, I was going to do that one mission. I completely forgot about it. Crap.
Half the time I forget to do missions just
Yeah,
because I start
same.
wandering around. I like.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just simple minded. I guess that's what it is because I'll like be walking. I'll be like, ooh, there's a trail. I don't want to walk past the trail. It's right
Well,
there.
it's not simple mindedness. It's just curiosity. Exploring.
But like, I mean, for me, it could be something as simple as, ooh, that's shiny. Let me
Yeah,
look at
I
that.
often go.
Yeah, we've
you
all
know,
been there. At some
I'm
point.
often Doug. It's like squirrel.
Yeah.
And I'm off running.
Yeah,
So,
that's
but
definitely me.
but yeah, I mean, I highly recommend. I mean, if you haven't played it, for Zero Dawn, Horizon Zero Dawn, definitely get it. It's really good. I really enjoyed it.
And you guys playing Conan?
Conan Exile.
Yeah.
I have not, but a lot of the people I hang out with, they love playing that game and they play it the hell
That
out
is
of
a fun game.
it. Really.
Mhm.
Is that the?
So-
It's a lot like 7 days, but it's more like worshipy, like to gods and stuff.
Oh, okay. Like every 7 days you're attacked by gods?
No,
You can build your own
Oh,
base
goodness.
and
yeah,
okay,
like
yeah.
building a lot of open. It's another one of those sandbox games. A good sandbox game where I can possibly build, drive stuff, destroy the environment, or even looking how great the environment is for that game itself. Kind of like Red Dead Redemption.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, we're gonna take a break.
All right, let's go.
Woo!
Woo!
Ever wanted to be a content creator but had no clue where to begin? Come join me as I sit down with content creators that have already faced the challenges you're up against, as they discuss the tips and tricks that help them be successful. Here on The Content Creator's Guide, available wherever podcasts can be found.
Welcome back. So we're going to be wrapping up the rest of the show with
It just
talking
got
about what we are anticipating for next year.
What's the matter, Mike? What's wrong?
Just yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Kratos. That's Kratos.
Well, there you go.
That's even better Kratos.
Nice. All right. So what are we looking forward to next year? And unfortunately, right now, my brain is drawing a blank, except for one game that I can only really think of that I am most anticipating for next year. And that is
I have one game also. That's
Spider-Man
coming.
2 is what I'm looking forward to.
Spider-Man?
Wait, they're coming out with a second one?
Yeah. Yep. It was announced.
I thought they just did Miles Morales and just went like done with it.
Oh, no. They have a trailer out there, man. Look it up. But they teased, if I remember correctly, they teased Craven and Venom. So
that makes sense for a Spider-Man 2 game.
So
that makes
but
sense.
and they are both Miles and Parker are going to be playable in it, stuff like that. So and seeing how I played both of them and finished both of them, and my daughters love playing Miles Morales. It was funny. They had a year in review for PlayStation, and I think it was like 5% at the time was Miles Morales. I guarantee you 5% of that time was my daughters playing it at home. But yeah, that's the only one that I can think of, and I'm sure there's a ton of other games out there, but that's the only one that I can really think of off the top of my head is Spider-Man 2. So please, Maverick, what was yours?
Mine is the acclaimed return of EA college football. That's coming out this summer. We don't know when this summer, but it's coming out next summer. And I'm going to be first, and I'm going to be ordering that game. I loved the past iterations of that game. So much better than Madden, to be honest.
Really? That's saying something, because Madden's usually a pretty popular game. I
always thought college football did it better than Madden, even though they're made by the same people pretty much. Well, not pretty much. They're made by the same people. I just thought when EA college football was out, the game was just a little bit better than Madden, to be honest. Maybe it's because of the different features and all the stuff that you could do in college football compared to Madden. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't wait for it.
Well,
do you have anything that you're looking forward to this next year?
Yes, Kratos. Tell us.
You mean Jaxxis?
So for me, I would have to say Starfield's probably the biggest game that I've been thinking about. Now, is it coming out in 2023? Maybe.
We hope so.
I mean, that's kind of where it seems to be all the time, is like one of those questionable elements. But I'm most excited for that game. I'd have to say that Starfield is the game that I have been itching to get my hands on.
I fear that game's going to turn out like Cyberpunk 2077 did. To be honest,
All hype.
yeah,
I hope not. Really don't. You know, I mean, I love space
I hope
games.
not either for the player's sake. To be honest,
Well, I'm a space game guy. Like, you know, I mean, I played Eve online for a long time, which for anybody who's not really into space, that game will bore you to death. But if you like space, it's pretty cool. It might eventually bore you to death, though. Space game. I would have to say that's probably one of the biggest games I've been anticipating is Starfield. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Look like you had a thought there, Romer. You got something else?
Oh, I pulled up a list and now I remember games that's So
It's
yeah.
like games are just popping out of your woodwork now, right?
Like,
Well, duh, it was just like, oh my gosh, can't believe Diablo
I was
4.
like,
That's
oh
supposed to be
yeah,
coming out
that's
next year.
right. I totally forgot about it too.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor. That's supposed to
Yes.
be coming out this next year.
That will be another one that I will actually be interested in.
I will be buying this game also.
And what about The Last of Us?
What about
Part
The Last
3?
of Us?
What's that?
Is it? It would be part 3 now, right?
No, it's Last of Us Part 1 remastered Naughty Dog.
That already came out.
Yeah.
That's already out on consoles. I don't know if that's out on PC.
I thought that was coming out in March of 2023.
No, it's already out.
No, the TV show's coming out soon
Yeah, TV show's coming out
on HBO.
16th or something like that.
Speaking of TV shows, we're supposed to have Fallout kind of popping out 2023.
I know. I'm hearing about. I heard about it, and I'm like, is it going to be real though?
I
don't know.
Real. Haven't you seen the pictures?
No, I've seen the pictures. The pictures look great.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I want to see what the show's going to be like. You know,
I want to see what's about when it's taking place.
Well, see, it takes place in like the far like alternate future, and it's after a nuclear war, and people come out of a fallout vault, and they try to exist in the wasteland. So, I mean,
that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Oh, and Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad game that's going to be coming out next year too.
And that'll be out in May 26, 2023.
It looks. Yeah. I like the idea of you actually fighting the Justice League.
So there's a new.
I can't wait for it. I saw the trailer and I'm like, this looks great.
Has anybody looked at Star Trek Resurgence? Does that look interesting at all? I see that.
No, I haven't seen it.
Not heard that one.
It's something I just kind of came across. Actually, well, graphically it looks pretty cool. Yeah, wow, very realistic looking graphically. Kind of. I just wonder how the acting's gonna. Because almost every time in the Star Trek games, the acting is so shitty. You just like. Oh, really? Like you're a game created after a show, but you can't act in the game. What's going on here? Yeah, I don't know.
There's a difference between acting with other people and acting in green screen.
I am so stupid. I almost totally forgot. I want to see what Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be like.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah,
that is correct.
That is going. I mean, I played all of the Baldur's Gate games, and you know, I kind of grew up around that genre of game. I'm really curious as to what that's going to turn out like.
I haven't played the games, but I've heard it. I've seen the trailer for it.
Yeah, you know, trailers kind of tend to only show you the flashy flash. Well, you don't see the in-game actual play. Like, I mean, this to me looks like a big departure from original Baldur's Gate elements. You know,
Just a
like,
little.
wow,
Just a little.
Just a little.
Well, it's like, okay, we're gonna give you the story of Baldur's Gate, but we're gonna give you Fallout 3. you know, as far as gameplay mechanics. It's like it's going to be full of blood, gore, sexual content, everything that you love in a game. And but it's going to be
sounds
Baldur's
like
Gate.
Fallout 3 in a nutshell, right there, though.
Yeah, but it's going to be Baldur's Gate. You know, it's like
Yeah.
Alan
What do you
Wake
got,
2.
Romer?
That's coming out.
what is?
What?
Alan Wake 2.
Oh, really?
Alan Wake. That was a really good game. The first one.
I
Art
heard,
2.
I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I never actually played it.
It was fun. It was unique at the time, and yeah, like the fact that like the shadows could attack you, and like you had to you could shine a flashlight on them to make them go away, and then like the stronger ones you had to shine a flashlight on them, and then you could like damage them or something. Like it's been forever since I played it, so might be a little off, but the storyline was pretty good from what I remember. But yeah, that was a fun game.
So we also have Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 coming out.
Also Warhammer
Yes.
Rogue Trader, which is done by the Pathfinder games. So the Pathfinder game, Pathfinder not Kingslayer. It was a RPG on PC. Shoot, I can't remember what it's. Anyways, but basically they had two games. They had Pathfinder King something, and then Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteousness, and now they're doing the 40K version of it and stuff. I have to look. I can't remember what they're.
Yeah, well,
anyways,
there's going to be a lot of Warhammer stuff coming out. Also, a Warhammer TV show, apparently with the actor from The Witcher.
Henry
Henry
Cavill.
Cavill?
Yep, he's going to be producing it too. So
Yeah, because I heard he's a big nerd about that stuff. So I'm not surprised.
Well, it's obviously a big nerd. He plays all video game characters, and Superman, and
did you hear he's not returning? He's not returning for Superman.
Not even going to go there. Not even going to go there.
I'm not happy about that, but that's another story.
Well, he's
for
also
another
not.
day.
He's also not returning to The Witcher, from what I understand.
Yes.
That is
Chris's younger brother is
going to take
one of the Hemsworth brothers is taking over.
I wonder how that's going to turn out. Because, dude, like he played that role well. And why would you stop though? I don't get it.
He was at odds with the writers, if I remember correctly, because the writers kept crapping all over the source material.
Like a lot of
he was getting mad. He was getting mad because they were trying to veer away from the canon.
They weren't veering away from it. He knew the source material, and he would talk about it and stuff like that. And the writers would just absolutely crap all over the books, which is what The Witcher is all based off of and stuff. And he voiced his opinion about that. He was not happy with the fact that the writers for the series,
somebody else to do it then.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Wow. You know that I have to respect that.
I do too.
Yeah, totally.
I really do. So I wonder who the new Superman's going to be though.
I don't know, man. DC's got to get something figured out because they are dropping the ball big time. Because The Rock's out as Black Adam. He's done with that. So basically, all the previous DC stuff now at this point, we're all going to bury it.
Oh wow, I wonder if it's based on the TV show. It is based on the TV show.
What? The Last of Us?
The Expanse.
Oh. I love The Expanse. That's such a good series.
Yeah, it's a
great series.
Elcon Interactive Group. It's a Deck 9 game. Telltale Games. So if it's a Telltale game, that means it's going to be very story based.
Yes.
So that might be really cool. That
may bring that game out more because it's a Telltale game.
Yeah. Yeah, very interesting stuff coming out for 2023. That is, and that's only. Is that just January? Ooh.
Ooh, that's only January. Goodness
Seriously?
gracious.
Expanse game is coming out in January?
Well, it says 2023 games with dates to be announced. So yeah.
Oh,
I got you.
that
Yeah,
makes
no,
sense.
because it kind of last one I got here is Stalker 2, which I don't really sure what that is.
Oh, Chernobyl. Oh, yeah.
Sure. Heart of Chernobyl, yeah.
Yeah, Stalker. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
that's a
It looks creepy.
never had a computer, never had a computer able to play it, and now they've already announced the next one. I'm just like, so yeah, it takes place in Chernobyl, and you're like hunting. I don't remember. It's been forever since I knew.
Looks like you're kind of like an operative.
Yeah, something like that.
Street Fighter 6.
Really, they're making another one.
Apparently. Oh my goodness. Who is this person? Is that supposed to be Ryu? Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox, and it's a Steam game. Available
Yeah.
June 2nd, 2023.
I feel like this game will probably go underneath the radar with everything else happening out in June.
It's a Street Fighter game. And well, you never know. It might be like that Street Fighter game that reinvents the entire series, you know?
There's always that one game in each series that reinvents it and then brings it back into the spotlight, kind of like what 4 did with Fallout.
Yeah. Well, four brought a whole new like generation into the game because Fallout 3, the time between Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 was what, 3 years?
I think it was 3 or 4. It depends. I don't remember exactly.
Oh wait,
It
no.
had-
I think it was 4 and 76. It was 3 years. Because it was
Yeah,
2000,
it wasn't
2005
really it was a short
2000
turnaround between the two.
2015 was 4 and then 2018 was 76. I'm pretty sure of that. I don't know why I do that. I just do it. Just so everybody knows I'm playing with 2 fingers and
Oh, sorry.
now we're doing dog things. All right. Little bunny food. All right. No, but man, there's just so many really cool games. I mean, just so in January, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games coming out just in January. Another Dead Space. It's a remake.
Remaking.
Yeah.
Remake
Yeah,
of the
they're
original, yeah.
remaking it.
One Piece Odyssey.
Callisto Project.
Oh, I've heard. Yeah.
That's I heard that it's kind of a
It's an out there game.
yeah, it's pretty freaky. Sorry.
It's like a space zombie game that's
It's
like
it's
it's a
supposed
mix
to
of
be like
Call of Duty, space zombie.
it's supposed to be like a homage to Dead Space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is Jedi Survivor going to be all about? You got more detail on that one since it's one you're looking forward to? I know it's the story of that character. It's the same character from
It's from the first one.
I just bought the game. As a matter of fact, I have it.
Jedi. It was like Jedi song.
Jedi something, yeah. I can't think of the name either.
Fallen Order.
Gosh.
Yes, Fallen Order.
Yeah,
Yes,
Fallen
yes,
Order,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that's the one I just got. That one's
Yeah.
So that character that is the lead in this one was the Padawan. He now is part of the Survivor thing. So this is the second part of that, right?
Yeah, so
Yes,
spoiler,
yeah.
he survives the first one. So
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Thus
Right
the name
there.
Survivor. Yeah, you got it.
So-
You get so
I know very little about the game other than what they showed in the trailer. So but
I just know
yeah.
the Grand Inquisitor is going to get involved. This is supposed to be after the events of the first game, obviously. That's pretty much all I know too, because I'm also looking forward to this game
so the
very much. For
this title picks up 5 years after the events of Star Wars: The Fallen Order.
yeah,
So it's 5 years later, and
he seems more hardened in this game than he did in the first game, to be honest.
so it's following him in his increasingly desperate fight as the galaxy descends further into darkness. So he's pushed to the edges of the galaxy, the Empire. He finds himself surrounded by threats, new and familiar. As one of the last surviving Jedi, he's driven to make a stand during the galaxy's darkest times, but how far is he willing to go to protect himself, his crew, and the legacy of the Jedi Order? Is basically what they're getting at.
It's always funny when you get into Star Wars and they're like, oh, Obi-Wan Kenobi's the last surviving Jedi, and you find out.
Yeah, they always say that, and
others.
then they always find another one. And then there's another one that they say it's the last Jedi.
Oh, and then there's another one after that too.
Yeah. Then there's another one.
Oh, and then there's the other one that they forgot about.
Oh
too.
yeah, that one, and then there was that one that's hiding somewhere, and then that one that we didn't even know existed until 2 weeks ago.
Oh, and Baby Yoda. Don't forget about Baby Yoda.
Yeah, we can't forget about Baby Yoda.
So.
His name isn't Yoda.
We know that. I'm not
going to call it whatever. Grogu, Guro,
Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Gangrene
so
or whatever it is.
It's
Baby Gangrene.
So I think that's gonna wrap it up for us, isn't it, guys?
Yeah,
sure.
I'd
Why
say
not?
So.
Yeah. Before we start getting into TV shows and movies that are coming out next year too. So.
Well, I mean,
that would be a great future episode, though.
We kind of did, sort of ish.
Yeah, sort of with the Fallout and the Last of Us TV shows.
Well, Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right,
Yes,
guys. Before we crawl off into some other little adventure, and guys, by the way, we will go back into our normal formatted shows of having, a Fallout topic and tearing it apart and building it back together again. We're just having some fun during the holidays. We're not really changing things up. I know some people had asked questions because we did that show with the tabletop thing, and they thought we were turning into a tabletop show. No, we're just weird people and like to do odd things from time to time. So anyway,
fun.
we're just putting our toes in other waters.
Yeah.
Yes. It was fun.
Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the show. Stay tuned for our next interview or our next little adventure. I don't know what we're doing next. I think we're doing a more Fallout, end of Fallout. What do you do in Fallout 22 kind of thing? Something like that. We shall see.
Yes, we shall.
I just keep stroking the beard. I'm trying to get it to go straight, so it doesn't curl. Yeah. Anyway, all right, folks, you have a great night. I hope you enjoyed the show. Night. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Nobody say goodnight, everybody. All right, later.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.